Kind of look back over the season, how do you reflect on 2020?
Winning a trophy. I think I guess my highlight of 2020. Obviously, it's been a tough year for everyone. I reckon the whole world, and I suppose going to go through that COVID, and I felt like we're on fire at the start of the year, and then obviously this COVID come through, but came back and win that trophy and still make it to the finals, and obviously disappointed we come short, but I actually loved it this year with all this stuff happening off field, being in training and training with these boys and lifting that trophy was pretty amazing. So, yeah.
2019, your first season, had been a tough one for the boys on the field. Coming into this season, you cast your mind back to sort of pre-season. Did you feel that the side was coming together?
Yeah, I think it started with pre-season. I think the first day we came in, they kind of like Richie and the senior boys that put a stand up in there for everyone to just get there. If you don't get there, you're not belonging in the team, and I guess everyone buy into it. And us going into camps and stuff like that just built the boys to be tighter and be together. And I guess it works from the start. And preseason was amazing, and it was tough as well, but everyone enjoyed it at the same time. And I guess that showed the start of our year when we were playing. Obviously, we lost our first game to IFC, and everyone thought, "Oh my God, we've had this great preseason." But then after that, I reckon it was good that we need to bring what we have at preseason to the game, not just rocking up thinking we're going to win it. And I guess it was kind of like a little mind blowing there to just kick in the butt to say we need to bring what we've been doing at preseason to the game. And I guess from there, probably 5 straight or 4 straight wins, and it felt good. And I guess that COVID came through, so it's been pretty good.
I mean, when you think back to those games, particularly Hull KR, Toronto and Warrington at home, where we racked up big scores, you were central to that, big smile on your face playing out there in front of the crowds. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah, it was just a really good feeling. Obviously, 2019 was tough, and I still enjoy it. As tough as it is, I enjoyed with the boys, because you always make memories with the boys. Even though it was a tough year, I still had some memories last year playing with Jonesy's last game, and we beat Warrington at home as well. But coming into this year, it was good to give back to the fans as well. Obviously, 2019 hasn't been really good for the club, and having those wins, and especially at home, was just a good feeling to give that to them and to the great club too. Obviously, we had the new stadium, and that feeling was pretty good. So, yeah.
And obviously COVID then comes along and lockdown. How hard was lockdown for you personally?
Yeah, it was pretty tough, man. I can't really go much into it, but it's tough as it is. It was still alright, because I know everyone go through it as well. It wasn't just like the Leeds, it was pretty much the whole world that had to go through that COVID, but it took it a bit hard, but the boys are amazing to me. My partner back has been amazing. My family back home, friends, even the fans, they gave me messages, hit me up, and that's how good this club is, and that's how good rugby league is. People always try to reach out, see if you're okay. I know there's some people always have their to say, but it's more good than those people. But it was tough, but I'm glad. We all get through it. Obviously, we've got another lockdown now, but I'm glad that we all go through it, and everyone's still smiling. Everyone had to attach to the kind of like the new life. So, yeah.
And given the adversity and how tough it was, how sweet did it feel that game against Huddersfield, the first game back, we found ourselves trailing. You got over for a couple of tries, and then Gailey kicks the golden point winner. Yeah.
It was just good to go through all those tough times and come in and get a win. Obviously, we weren't at the best before the lockdown. It was just good to get that feeling there. And Huddersfield's a great team. Obviously, I don't think they lost any game before a lockdown as well. And it's good to get that win. Obviously, it was a bit weird playing with no crowd, but it's always good to come in and beat that lockdown and going back to work. So, yeah.
and then we got into the grind of the week to week. The semi-final against Wigan, knowing that a place at Wembley was on the line. Do you think that's our best performance of the season?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I reckon that Wigan game was our best game. I reckon if we play like that, and I think everyone will never forget that game, and I hope everyone will bring that for next year. I think that game, we're never going to look like we're going to get beat in that game. And Wigan is the top team at the moment. So, yeah, it was just good to get over that last hurdle to get to the grand final. And getting to Wembley was a different feeling there. But beating Wigan there was a good. It was a great game for us. So.
And for you personally, you've played in some amazing games for your country, the World Cup, the victory over Great Britain and Australia in 2019. But to be going to a final, how much does it mean to you?
But it was. I've been playing for 8 years, and this is my first time getting to a final, and it meant the best, and that's why I made the move as well, knowing this club history, and just wanted to lift the trophy and to say my mum and dad and my family back home, hey, I won something. So getting into Wembley and winning it and get to lift the trophy and getting a medal there was something I'll never forget. It's up there with those games, and I'm hoping we get to do a bit more next year. So, yeah.
Take us into that dressing room post-game, a surreal experience.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy, obviously, because we all knew that we can't do anything outside of the game. So that dressing room was. I think everyone was enjoying it with their family as well. I think that's why it was a bit different that night, because it wasn't just us celebrating it. Because as much as we wanted our family to be there, they weren't there, and I guess we kind of have them with us inside and celebrating it with them. And that changing room was just crazy. Everyone was just buzzing. We had to get kicked out from that changing room because no one wanted to leave. And it was obviously we needed a bus ride from London back here to Leeds, and no one wanted to leave because it was just there. And I think it was a good idea that we leave the changing room, because it would have been expensive for the club to pay for all the stuff we got to damage in there. So it was just really good, man. Like, I think every single bloke that was in that changing room will never forget that night. So. Yeah.
And going forward, 2021, do you think the Rhinos can kick on from what we've developed this year?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, everyone had a little bit of taste of it. We lifted the trophy this year, and I think everyone knew here, if we go through the same pre-season, same mentality we had at the start last year, if we go through it, now we know what we need to do to get to where we're at, and I reckon the boys will fire out for next year, and I'm actually looking forward. Hopefully we don't get to go through this 4 months lockdown. Maybe 2 weeks, 1 week is enough. But hopefully we don't get to go through that next year, and we're looking forward to it. And hopefully we'll get the fans back as well. So, yeah. For
you personally, how much have you missed the fans? You've bonded with them since you arrived at the club.
Yeah, I think it is part of rugby league. The fans. It's not us just playing. That's not just rugby league. Yeah, rugby league is the fans as well. They need to be there. And I think not just by myself, not just me, but I think every single bloke need the fan there as well. I think we kind of like got used to it, but at the same time we're still weird playing with no crowd. But we need the fans there to make rugby league, not just us playing the game and watching it at home. And that's not really feel like rugby league. But so yeah, we really need them there.